1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
see what's happening in training until you see, like, on the day, you see everything on the day, which you might not see everyone's flaws straight away. You'll see more flaws in the training than you would in, like, the actual game day. So, like I said, I feel like there's probably a lot more, like, teams and clubs who do it, but maybe they're more sneakier, I would say, in a sense.
Not like Southampton, is it?
No, not like with a guy with a camera just, right next to the tree, like just like, yep, this is. No, I'm never gonna get caught here.
Yeah. Now the next one that we're going to go to is to congratulate our bruv for making Europa League spot. Yeah, making Europa League spot. How are you feeling, bro?
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, it was a great feeling to win that. I was just sorry I wasn't there, along with my family and others. But I watched it anyway, and it was a great feeling that they did win. And I think first half was a bit pedestrian, but the second half, Palace stepped it up and ultimately deserved to win. They should or could have had 2 or 3 other goals. I mean, that free kick from Pino, which rattled both posts, was quite almost gravity-defying, really. It was a superb free kick and really should have been a goal. But no, they did well. I think the certain irony of this is if we bring in Nottingham Forest, who, of course, were knocked out of the Europa League, their owner, of course, I can't pronounce it, I don't remember his name, but he fought long and hard to keep Palace out of the Europa League, which is the competition Palace deserved to go in, or earned the right to go in by winning the FA Cup. So with all that was going on, he fought long and hard to keep Palace out of it, and ultimately was successful. So Palace went into the Conference League. And when you look back at it now, you wonder whether the Greek owner fellow might have regretted what he did, because obviously the Europa League is a step up, as I'm sure Palace will find next year. With still positive hope. But when you look at the 4 pots already, you've got one of the Milan teams in there next year in the Europa, Juventus. So it's a tougher level. And he may have thought, the owner at Forest, well, actually, if I just shut my mouth and stayed in the Conference League, we might have actually won it, because English teams have won that. Last year it was Tottenham. Not long ago it was West Ham. Now it's Palace. Interestingly, all London clubs. So yeah, it may have been a rash move by him to get into a competition that they didn't and were probably unlikely to win. But anyway, from Palace's point of view, it completed the term of Oliver Glasner, quite nicely brought it to an end, so that in the space of 12 months he won the 3 trophies: the FA Cup, the Community Shield, that was against Liverpool, and now the Conference League. So he's given that 12 months, and indeed his 2 years, to Palace fans, the biggest gift we could ever have hoped for, because we've not really won a proper trophy before, nor did most of us think we ever probably would. So he was a great asset to Palace. We know he had a bit of a temperamental blowout in February after a match, but probably some of what he said had credibility. Fortunately, I mean, the owner, Parish and co, they could have sacked him for that, and a lot of people think he was angling to be sacked for whatever reasons, but they kept their nerve and kept him, and ultimately it looks to be a very good decision. Now the interesting thing now, of course, is who is his successor, and most of us are hoping that we hear something before the World Cup starts next week. Otherwise you're going to get embroiled in the pre-season start at the beginning of July and all sorts of stuff, the World Cup going on. So I'm hoping, and most...
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro sometimes joins us on the show.
I'm hoping, and like most fans are hoping, that Steve Parish has got somebody very much lined up. But obviously, there are managers who have been on the merry-go-round who we probably don't want. I won't say who we don't want, but I suppose each of us know.
I was going to say, we'll give you Amorim. He actually play your system well, and he actually may be packed up.
Actually, I mean, I think there'd be a bit of a plus for Amorim. I mean, I wouldn't be averse to him. I think he actually had the makings of a good manager. It didn't work out at Manchester United, but I don't think Palace fans will mind having someone like that. The real person we wanted was Iraola from Bournemouth, who now looks to be going to Liverpool, of course, which I guess is why they sacked Slots. It was a bit touch and go, wasn't it, for him? But yeah, so I think it could be brought nicely to an end for Palace. A great period of a couple of years with Glasner, but now we want to kick on and try and make more of an impact in the Premier League and so on. So it's important that they get someone who can do the job. I mean, when Glasner came, not only Palace fans, but I don't think anyone in the country had heard of Oliver Glasner. But look what he turned out to be. He's now got quite a high stock, and he'll probably end up getting. I mean, we're hearing he's talking to Inter Milan and possibly one or two other teams. But he's done us a great job. So our thanks go to him for what he did for Palace.
The enforcer, who do you think they should get? Be very careful.
I was gonna say, Amorim. Even though, we make a joke about it, but he was actually a really good manager in the sense of recruitment. Yeah. He brought in Cunha for us, Umbomo, Sheshko, Dorgu, Lamont, and look how brilliant they've been this season. So in a recruitment side, he's been very well. But I don't blame Amorim in a sense of managerial-wise when it comes to like players and how he plays, is because when the Inoue said, we're going to give you what you want, you play 3-4-3 with what we want, this is the style that we want you to play, you do that, we'll back you up, you tell us who you want and we'll do it. He said, fine, fair enough, I'll do it. So when the time came to when it comes to the winter transfer window, that he said, okay, I need this, this, and this. We're not going to do that. What do you mean? You said you're going to back me up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
They go, you know what? No, we're going to turn around. We're going to play 4-3-2, 4-2-3-1. It works for them. Like, we're going to do the same thing. What's going on there then? You told me you wanted this. I gave you this. I could only produce what I've got here from, Ten Hag, what I left over. It's not really what I wanted. But I'm trying to make it work out here. And then in the end...
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose. Three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.